Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So VIP codes, Aptoide start now. And here's one at the top of the screen for you. I want to give you guys a big tip on Rally Card from Big T. It's actually really good, which isn't surprising because he does have a lot of good tips, I will say. Anyways, it has to do with how to spawn them all at one time. So if you go to Rally Card here, I can spawn Ymir6. I've done 4 already today, and I have 6 remaining. So the problem is everybody in the alliance has the rally card. How do you spawn them? Like, are you all going to sit online all day and say, hey, I'm spawning one. Let me know when it's finished so you can start another rally? No. So what you can do is actually spawn 8 or 9 or 10 of them all at once. And then you're done. So what lots of alliances are doing, they have a group chat and they have an area in there specifically for rally card. And they'll say, okay, I'm going to spawn all mine now. And then you share the locations in the alliance chat and someone in Hive will rally them. So the idea behind it is that they will not spawn more than 150 kilometers, right? So right about here. This is about the length that it will spawn. So we'll just do a pretend little radius here. And it's going to be like that. That's our area where they will spawn. So if I spawn now, if I spawn one right now, and then I spawn a second one, they're going to spawn the same one. So I don't get a new one. It just goes right on top and I waste one. So how do you spawn them all? One thing I do is I will spawn a Y6 and then a Y5. They're 2 different bosses. They both spawn. They have almost identical rewards. So I'm okay with that. But if you want to spawn all Y6s or Neon 6 or whatever day it is, Pan 6, what you should do, and this is Big T's tip, and you guys can, kind of figure it out on your own and play around with it. But there's things on the map you can use as locations and teleport around. So for one, my hive. So I could spawn one right now. I'm not going to, but let's pretend I did. Then I could go down here and teleport here. Now let's measure the distance to my hive. Hopefully it's over 300. It's over 600. So I probably could have went just halfway, but I wanted over 300 because if this one has the radius of 300 and my spot has a radius of 150, 150 is 300. You got to be far enough away. So I'm going to spawn one here and now I'm going to solo it. Okay. I understand the whole point of this exercise is to rally from your hive and then someone rallies it. But my server is trash. And we have a civil war, a boss solo war. So if I do spawn them around the hive and then set a rally, I'd have to gem it in a minute if I want to get it. And just a note for you guys. There's services out there that help find monsters for you. They appear on there after a minute. So that is kind of the time that you got to be wary of. So right here, I'm going to spawn this one. And let's look at the distance. It's 107 kilometers. So I'm now going to go get it. And you can see there's the distance that it is. That's 100 kilometers down here of where it is around me. So hopefully no one saw that and is following me and going to speed and take it. But we're going to get this. And now we're going to go to the temples. And we're going to measure how far away you are from your hive. And you could actually go even further. You could go right to the corners of the map. Because as I just proved, this one is 600 kilometers away. So you could go to a corner. And so if I teleport here instead of the temple, let's measure the distance to the temple. And you could get all your spawns in. If this is over 300 kilometers, you could just do all 10 right away. Yeah, they're long marches. I get it. I know that you're going to be marching 500 kilometers, but that's about 2 minutes for some people if you're in the biggest alliance on server. And if you don't have a one alliance server where you're fighting for monsters, then you're going to have to get more creative to make this work. So I'm going to teleport here just to see how far that is from the temple. And it's 400 kilometers. So I could spawn right here. Big T's advice was just to go right to the temples. And you can see here, it's 129 kilometers away. So that is pretty far, but that's as far as it goes. And then we're going to go to the temple. And I'm going to teleport here. And then you could also spawn. Ooh, we saw a monster there, a level 2. Don't care for it. And then you could go to this temple. And then over here to this temple. And the next thing I'm going to show you is the distance between being halfway and both temples. Because that will be another one of your spawn locations. And that's pretty much how you would do it. So you would spawn 1 at the hive. So 1, then 2, 3 at the other temple, 4 over there. Then you could go to the deep corners, 5, 6, and then even more over there, 7, 8, and 9, and then in between the 2 temples. And there's so much room on the map. Let's actually see how far apart the map is from corner to corner right now before we go to the temple. And all you got to do is really map it out, right? Just figure out the distances. So right there, 1,600. So you could, in theory, wait, is it even more? 1,700 basically. So you could, in theory, just measure it out and keep teleporting every, look at me, I'm so boss hungry. I can't even like do a video without stopping and be like, oh, what type of Ymir was that? So right here, this is, that's only 1,500. So that was 1,690. So right about here, 1,530. And then kind of see how lucky you get on the spawns and just move away. So let's go over to this temple. And I won't spawn a boss here. I just want to show you guys. So the middle. I guess it would probably be easier if I actually just teleport into the middle. And now we measure how far apart the temple is. So 300. And this one is 300. So looks like there you go. There is your math. So you could go right in between all of the temples and save some time, guys. Just go in your Alliance Discord, say, I am launching my 10 Y6s. And then share the locations in the AC and have your big boss setter run them all. And that will save you guys a lot of time. You could literally have Ymirs running like 24 hours a day for your alliance. And huge growth. I've seen people with, 70, 80,000 now in a day. I would not be surprised if we start to see people cracking 100,000. Hopefully Evony loosens the purse strings on the stamina, though, because I could see that running out fairly quickly on some people. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about that. Aptoide code is at the top of the screen. It will be good for 7 days as it's a VIP. And like, subscribe, leave